Okay, come on. Shalom. Yeah, continuing on here. So anyway, bro, it was Jeremiah 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Come. So for lo, I will raise the cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country. The north, that's in, yeah, when you look at a fucking map, basically, of, you see Russia's fucking north of Israel over there. Yeah. That's why it says the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. An assembly of great nations. It also mentions an assembly of great nations because because jer30 it mentions in verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them, with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands. Gomer is Russia, and the house of Torgamah is Russia, and of the north quarters. The north quarters is once again a Soviet Union, and all his bands, and many people with thee. That's the assembly of great nations. Going back to Jeremiah 50, verse 9. I will cause us to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country, right, the north quarters, and they shall send themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. So back in this time, that was prophesied as the Medes and Persians. But ultimately, the Medes and Persians were just one nation, so this is going to be an assembly of great nations, though. So this is ultimately how you know that in a way it was speaking about the ancient Babylon, but it was really a literal reference to the daughter of Babylon would follow after their hundreds of years, which is right now called America today. And they shall send themselves in array against her, from thence she shall be taken. It's going to be the destruction. Revelation 17 and 16. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. Come. So going back to this article, it says the new Dark Eagle hypersonic weapon detail has emerged. So this is just basically going into that. The nation's preparing for war. I'll just get this, bro. So it says the title is this article is from the USSun.com. It says lights off, already closed all 2,600 stores in 24-hour blackout. And doors were shut earlier than normal beforehand. Con. Okay, I thought it was going into something else. Never mind. It's going into Christmas and shit. But either way, that's what's gonna happen. Second jer30 and 22. For sure gonna take place second jer30 and 22. It says and suddenly shall some places appear unsown, full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Once again, going into the Black Horse, the lack of bread that's going to be happening in second jer15. Yeah, this from parade.com. It says beloved theme park to shut down after nearly 5 decades. This is an omen here, by the way. This is Wild Waves Theme Park in Pacific Northwest Summer Staple for nearly 50 years will close its gates for good after the 2026 season. The decision comes down to finances that never fully recovered in the years following the pandemic. That's omen once again. We just read in we're just reading this in Hosea 24 and verse 7. The new wine dries up and the vine withers, all the merry-makers groan, the joyful timbrels are stilled. The noise of the revelers has stopped, the joyful harp is silent. No longer do we drink wine with a song, the bitter. The beer is bitter to them that drink it, yeah. They ruin the city, lies desolate, the entrance to every house is barred, in the streets they cry out for wine, all joy turns to gloom, all joyful sounds are banished from the earth. The city is left in ruins, its gates is battered to pieces, so will it be on the earth. And among the nations, as when an olive tree is beaten, or as when gleanings are left after the grape harvest. Yeah, this is talking about the destruction that's going to be absolute to come. Gone. Which led me to this article right here. It says entitled Six Flags Flies Demolition Permits for Magic Mountain Rides. The attraction being retired included kids' roller coaster and a swing ride. And that's omen too. They're gonna get those demolished, those rides for these toddler, the 16-year-olds, whatever, kids rides. Kids' roller coaster and a swing ride. So that's the omen once again to the desolations and destruction that's gonna happen if this fucking bitch here Babylon. Anyway, I'll go to Ecclesiastes 12. Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth. All the evil days come not. So yeah, those evil days hasn't came yet. Jacob's trouble. Famine in World War III. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And right now, Jake still has some type of pleasure in these wicked holidays. So that's what's going on. While the sun or light or moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds turn after the rain. The day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. The grinders there, and those that look out the windows will be darkened, and the doors will be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low, and you shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah, and that's going into the mirth of the life of this place of America. It's going to be gone. Being prophesied here also, and they shall be afraid of that which is high. Of the wars, because the war is going to happen, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the great grasshopper shall be a burden, and the desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets crying. That's what's going to be going to take place. Mourners in the streets of America because of the evictions and the economic collapse. Or mourners in the streets or ever the silver cord reloosed. The silver cord is the economy, or the gold, or the bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern. The wheel broken at the fountain, or the pitcher at the water. The water is going to be shut off. Society is going to be shut off. All the festive smiles and loved ones is going to be dead or non-existent. Everything's gonna be unsure of and unheard of in the towns we're gonna come into. Zephaniah chapter 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near, and is near and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh from outside, a mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of cloud, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of cloud and thick darkness. Yeah, that's going to be spiritual darkness, literal darkness, cloud, gloominess. That's going to be covering the earth. 16. A day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Fenced cities and high towers. The American. That's America. The American territory of America today. And I will bring distress upon man that they shall walk like blind men, because they shall have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. They shall be cast out as the dead body shall be cast out as dung. I think it said. Neither their silver nor their gold, as the economy once again shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. Thermonuclear missiles, or he shall even make a speedy riddance of all them who dwell in the land. And that's exactly what the Lord's going to do, make a speedy riddance of this bitch. Also in 2 Peter, yeah, 2 Peter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Come. So that's what's gonna happen, take place.